Shalom, call hello Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people in the world ignorantly call God, by Hashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people in the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Once again, the true names of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom also to you, Akim, you brothers that's pushing and spreading his word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom to you, Akim, once again. Shalom also to the Israelite foreigners, the speckled bird, man, woman, and child, whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. Though you may look like the heathen nations you're scattered amongst, which the heathen nations are the nations starting from 2 on down. Those are the heathen nations. Also, if your bloodline, your lineage goes back to these people, as you see on this chart, through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word, this truth, and you can receive it to the speckled bird, man, woman, and child, this does apply to you. You are Israelites, though you do look like the heathen you're scattered amongst due to scattering these people in this chart. So you will have Israelites come looking like the other nations, but they're indeed Israelites because they're under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 to 15 verse on down. Their spirit bear witness with this word that they are the sons and daughters of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Most importantly, their lineage goes back to these people through the man, no matter what they come looking like. If their father's an Israelite, that makes them an Israelite as well. Also, to the few Aqua, the few like sisters that do listen, learn, believe, and have respect towards your husband, Shalom. To the elect of Israel, Shalom to you. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine consist to make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people, the Most High Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah. All right? You are the Israelites. All right? So we're going to play, 2 clips. All right? What you have happening is you have people, okay, they're now fleeing, okay? They're not just fleeing, a state like California and New York and Chicago, these 3 major hubs, states, all right, to go to another state. Now that's happening, but you also have people that's getting the hell out of America, period. All right, so I'm gonna play this.
Welcome to the Silver Report Uncut. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it yet, but one of the fastest growing apps right now is Parler. A ton of people are moving over. It's really a tremendous opportunity to be able to speak freely once again. So make sure to come over and follow us there. It's just at Silver Report. Essentially, it's a great outlet for all the stuff that you can't post other places. So sign up and follow us. That way you always know where you can find the SRU. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. So we've been covering the small business closures happening in New York City. It's insane. It almost looks like there may be no coming back for New York. And with all of the major companies picking up and permanently moving their operations over to places like Texas or Florida, how do you fix that? How do you undo that? Are things going to be better? We do know the leadership there is referring to this as redistributing the wealth. They want us to believe everything is just fine, but there is a ton of store closures going on in the U.S. Now, in New York City, it's not just the small businesses, but there's a lot of major chains that have been shutting down permanently as a result of this crisis.
I've been keeping track of that. It's been whole hotels. He's not lying. It's whole hotels, which we know that's closing down, but it really is big business shutting down. All right, it's his prophecy. We just keep letting it go.
Many of the most iconic chains so far have filed for bankruptcy, and we saw retail stores close their doors at a pace that we've never seen before. Now, there was a record high 1,057 chain stores, including 70 Duane Reads, 49 Starbucks, and 22 Papyruses. This is just in the past year. Now, if you go back to 2018, 0.3% of all chain stores in the city shut down permanently. Now, this is better than most of the nation. And the honest truth is that New York City's economy is was very, very strong. There was a strong job market, a strong retail market, a lot of commerce, a lot of activity. But now the streets are starting to look like some slums because there's all these unapproved vendors just covering everything. And with
that's happening as well. You just said it. You have a lot of people that's out of work, so they just setting up, their own little, you know, how back in the day, especially in New York, it was real big in New York back in the day. You'll be walking the sidewalk and you have, just like you see in these foreign countries, you'll have these people with these food stands. You got an apple stand, then you got down from that, you got a watermelon stand. All right, that's popping up all over, man, in New York. All right, there it says look it up. They're taking over, the legal vendors, these just average businesses. All right, people are going to them now because people don't have money, so they're cheaper to go to. You see, so you're seeing, this place really fall, man. Okay, you're seeing Babylon the Great really fall. All right.
So many stores closed down right now. So going back to 2018, 0.3% of all chain stores in the city shut down permanently. So far in 2020, that figure is at 13.3%. But all of those positive gains for the economy in New York have been shattered. In 2020, that figure has surged to 13.3%. Now, this destroys all previous records. And last year, there was just 3.7% of all chain outlets that closed. That was up from 0.3% in 2018. Now, the same thing is happening all across the nation. 100,000 major chain store closures in a single year. It's truly unprecedented. And to make matters even worse, you remember that recovery they said we had following the Great Recession, and they talked about the jobs numbers and were bragging about how wonderful all of their decisions were. Well, most of those jobs, they were in either healthcare, restaurants, or retail. That's what the U.S. economy has become. They have shipped manufacturing out of our country. They've just about deindustrialized us. It looks like the plan moving forward is to continue down that path. But the jobs they replaced them with, which are plenteous or used to be plenteous, would be the retail jobs and restaurant jobs. And we know that many of these businesses are not going to survive this crisis. We showed some data the other day that shows what happens when there's typically some sort of problem or disaster that happens in an area. And the Federal Emergency Management Agency, they're the ones who said that 40% of businesses fail following any kind of emergency like this. And typically, those types of crises are localized, and it doesn't spread throughout the entire nation. This, however, is happening all across the nation. Now, some of the major chains that have filed for bankruptcy so far this year would include Papyrus, Bar Louie, Cristal, Pierre One Imports, Modell's Sporting Goods, True Religion, J. Crew, Neiman Marcus, J.C. Penney, Tuesday Morning, GNC, CEC Entertainment, Brooks Brothers, Lucky Brand, Ascena Retail Group, California Pizza Kitchens, Lord & Taylor, Tailored Brands, Sizzler, USA, Ruby Tuesdays, Friendlies, Francesca's, the Guitar Center. Now, there was some good news regarding e-commerce sales. They actually increased 50% this year. So there are some retailers that have benefited from these changes. But unfortunately, for many of these chains, it's likely all of that action missed them. Now that the holiday season is over, it's likely there will be another huge wave of store closures and bankruptcies right at the beginning of next year. Now, the restaurant industry is another major employer for the U.S. Now, they might not pay too much, but there's a lot of people working in the restaurant industry. Now, the National Restaurant Association just came out with a little note. So they said that 40 to 50% of restaurants may go bankrupt in the months ahead if they don't reopen immediately. Now, two major iconic restaurants have already closed their doors. One would be the 21 Club in Manhattan. There's the Cliff House in San Francisco. They shut their doors permanently after over 100 years of business. Now, as all of these businesses fail, so do all of the jobs. 50% of all jobs in the United States are at small businesses. So as they shut these down and they don't allow what was to open again, we have a dilemma. The workers that are out of a job, they can't really afford to leave. And how are they going to afford this crazy expensive rent in New York City? And this is the kind of depression that ends up leading to mass homelessness and people popping up all over the country. There's currently 15 million
middle. You got Esau. He keeps trying to extend just like he did with just 900 stimulus, 900 what was it, $900 million stimulus check, which he's just pulling money out of thin air. Okay, he's trying to kick the can down the road because they knew that if they didn't extend it, coming tomorrow, that the eviction moratorium would expire. All right, the people's, what was it, day after so-called Christmas, people's unemployment benefits, that was cut off. So they knew that was what was coming. All right, but they gonna try to kick it down the road one more time. Hopefully it's the last time they do it, man. It's all how about Shema Shah that's in control, man. All right, but at the end of the day, America is finished. All right, America is finished. This proves America is finished. The last, not even on his last on his last toe, man. All right, and that's about to fail it. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more.
Income workers who work at bars and restaurants in the U.S. Now, it's not just in New York City. And with this mass exodus out of the city, it's likely their problems are about to get a whole lot worse. We see people have begun rushing out of states like California, New York, Illinois, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. The two states that had the most.
And I see a lot of Pennsylvania. It's not really even an hour away from here, I don't believe. Probably a half an hour at the most. I've seen a lot of Pennsylvania tags down here. I see a lot of New York tags down here. I even see some California tags out here. But we in the Northeast, so I mostly see New York, all right, and I see Pennsylvania tags. Those are the top main two I see. All right, and I might see a few Texas tags even as well. All right, but they getting the hell out of there, man. All right.
Inflow, they would be Texas and Florida, followed by Arizona in third. So the people that are packing up and moving their businesses and their tax dollars down there to Texas or Florida, it's likely they are those who can afford to leave. Now in Chicago, there was a foundation that brought 3,000 toys, food, to the West Garfield Park neighborhood for the holidays. Now, there were people that came out and they were waiting for more than 2 hours in their cars for the giveaway, and the lines, they went back 15 blocks. Now, I also think the biggest obstacle we face is that a lot of people were out there, they were thinking that this was over.
Strong delusion. I'm going to get that, start off with that. All right. And I'm going to play that other clip. You people really don't know what the hell is going on, man. All right, but people that's fleeing, all right, they're starting to see, things for what it is now. They're seeing that this ain't going back. This is gonna get worse, and that's a fact. All right, Salaki, I got the sun shining in my face. My face might be shiny. Let me get this though. All right. Actually, I'll start off with James. Let me get that first. I didn't put anything together, so I'm just rolling with the spirit. Whatever the Lord puts in my mind. All right. Let me see. This is James 4, okay? And 13. It says, "Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain," right? Everything's gonna go back to normal, We're gonna it's gonna be business as usual. We're gonna be able to do our folly. And you still got people doing folly. Only thing left for you people to do when it comes to folly, all right, is what? TikTok and social media, man. But other day, you had the whole Nashville incident, all right? The RV incident. You know what that did? It blocked, it destroyed, it blackout, 911, all right? And kind of messed up the internet for people in that surrounding area, man. I believe they said it was 3 states. So that could go out the window anytime, man. All right? Yeah, that's what people believe. People believe I was at the gig yesterday, and I had I had to deliver, not deliver, but I had to put some on a customer's vehicle. He came for a pickup, and he had said, what's today's date? I said it's the 29th. He said, "Thank you, man." He said, "Thank you." This is Edomite. He said, good God, thank this is the 29th. He said this year just need to be over, because in his mindset, I'm gonna get that. His mindset, he thinks, next year it's gonna be better, man. All right, it's gonna get better for this place. That 2020 was the only year that things is just bad as they were. All right, but it says, "Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even as a vapor." that appeared for a little time, then vanisheth away. Because these people wasn't expecting, okay, Crown Royal 19 to happen. You know, they wasn't expecting to lose their jobs in a level like never before. They wasn't expecting to see this place crumble like this. All right, but it's happened now. For that, ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But people don't think like that. People think I'm going to do because I say I'm going to do. They don't think about Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, they don't say Lord's will. You know, I could do this. You know, they just say it in their mind. Oh no, things going back to normal. Next year I'm gonna plan this spot, this vacation. Next year I'm gonna buy this house. You know, but now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Okay, and that's the thing, man. Yeah, inward thoughts. I get that. These people inward thoughts, especially Esau Edom. All right, the so-called white man. You know, these Edomites, they think, you know, this is going to continue on forever and ever, man. This is the end of your rulership. You see, so you should be pissed off. This is Psalms 49:11 says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling place to all generations. You think there's going to be a next generation in America, man. All right. From what it looks like, this is it, man. All right. This is it for America. This is the last stand for America, man. All right. And the people on top, the wealthy so-called, they know it. All right. As you people, all right, you peons, you everyday peons that don't know what the hell is going on, you still believe that this is going to bounce back, man. All right. But what are you seeing? You're just seeing it wax worse and worse and worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Even all this money that they printing and they trying to pass out to you people, all right, it's still getting worse. I'm going to get that in Jeremiah 51. All right. It says they call their lands after their own names. All right. America is named after what? Americo Vespucci, man. Okay. All these lands, most of these lands is named after Edomites. Okay, Africa is named after Edomite. I believe China is actually named after Edomite. All right, you got particular streets that's named after Edomites. Okay, schools, all these things. All right, let me see. All right, let me get that. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll keep reading it. I was trying to see if I wanted to keep going. Now the app froze up. What the hell was that? It's like the app froze up. Let's see. The app froze up. All right, there we go. All right. It says the 12th verse, nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perish, man. All right. You people, the Lord compare you people to beasts because if you despise the law, statutes, commandments, you don't want to walk according to the law, statutes, commandments, you know, speaking to our people, you know, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you despise the law, statutes, commandments. All right. The Lord compares you to beasts, man. That's why the scriptures say natural brute beasts, you know. That's why, man. All right. Because a beast, it moves off its emotions, man. It does, you know, what comes to thought instantly. And that's how you people are. All right. This is their way. Their way is folly. Yet their posterity approve their sins. All right. I want to get that word real quick. We're going to get that other clip. All right. Posterity. Says, after the falling part behind of place, hinder afterwards of time. Let me see. Okay, it's not really that much to it. All right. Let me just look it up. I want to get that word, see what it is. Posterity. So bear with me real quick. Posterity meaning. All right, posterity. It says all future generations of people. All right. Now there is going to be a future, but you people, you believe America is going to continue on. You believe America has a future to come. And the only future to come, which we already in the future, just look at the technology that they're pushing out. All right. it's over for this place. This place ain't got no future, man. You know that song, MC Breed, he's an old school rapper. He made a song, ain't no future in your front, man. That's America, man. Alright? America ain't got no future, man. Alright? Only thing America gotta look forward to is destruction, as it's being destroyed right now. But anyway, you people believe, alright, you still got this mindset that this place gonna continue on forever. And the Lord is breaking this place down so much that it's getting harder and harder and harder for people to see that now. And that's why people are reacting by getting the hell out of there. This 2 Thessalonians 2:11 says, and for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusions that they shall believe in the lie. Because that's a lie, man. This place ain't going to continue on. And you could try to, bounce, from the location you at, because it's getting tough. Things is getting hot in the kitchen where you at. But that ain't going to change the judgment that's coming upon you people, man. You could hop, from state to state. And I'm going to show you this right here. Hopefully it pop up. All right, this is good. This popped up. All right, so check this out. This is Jake. He was from Harlem, New York. All right, and he went. We're gonna play it.
Welcome to present-day Ghana, where according to the International Monetary Fund, they've now produced one of the fastest-growing economies, and where the success and safety here rank alongside several countries in Europe. In the last few years, Black Americans searching for a real-life Wakanda started moving here in droves.
You Jakes on this whole Wakanda thing, that's not us, man. All right? Esau put Black Panthers out there to put that Hamitic, was that so-called Africans, which we are not. That's another lesson for another time, all right? But he wanted to put that African vibration, you went back in that African vibration, all right, because the truth is out, man. We the Israelites, man. He's the Edomites, and he wants to stir confusion in the midst of that, all right? Jake can't let go of that Wakanda madness, man, all right? But Jake, another thing is Jake saying we going back to Africa. Well, Africa, all right, is not your homeland. You see, we just 70 AD happened. All right, when we were in our land, 70 AD happened, which was we were attacked by the Romans, which was the same people that's ruling right now, the Edomites. And Jake, a lot of Jake died. This was mainly the Southern Kingdom, the so-called Negroid tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and a lot of the Negro tribes, so-called Negro tribes, the Southern Kingdom. I just say it like that. They fled, some fled even to Syria, man. So a lot of them fled into Africa, northern and western Africa. You still have Israelites in Africa, but are we Africans? Of course not. We're not Africans. All right. Like I said, I'll do Lord willing. I'm gonna say Lord willing because I don't want to say I'm gonna do it. It's Lord willing, I'm gonna do it. All right. So lock it for that. Lord willing, I do a lesson on it if the Spirit is on me to do it. All right. But let's just play this clip.
Rashad McCrory. I'm from Harlem, New York City. 40-year-old Rashad McCrory runs a travel company and moved here during the pandemic. He says he's here living his best life and is not looking back.
It's all part of the systematic injustice that put us in a condition where a lot of times we have to come out of America to heal, to be places where we're not always the victims. We're not always in protection mode. And being in Africa right now and relocating out of the United States, whether it's temporary or long term, I feel myself healing. I'm starting to see Black people in love and unity.
That's some strong stuff, right? That you had to leave America to heal.
It's like now I'm on the outside looking in. Like what they say about a bad relationship. You're in a bad relationship, but you don't know it because it's all you know.
For the first time in his life, he says he's not afraid of the police.
Only in Ghana I have police friends. In America, I refuse to have police friends no matter what the ethnicity is. And it comes from the system. I'm starting to see that people can have altercations and it doesn't have to turn into violence. That law enforcement isn't a villain. It's so many things that I'm starting to see in a different light that's actually making me more of a whole person, showing me what reality is and actually showing how at sometimes diabolical systematic injustice is in America, because it has us thinking all out of whack.
See, Jake, what you think? You see what it is, and I just did I did a lesson on this in the previous video I did with MJ, Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch, how that was sold, you know. What did the curses say? Curse shall I be in the city and curse shall I be in the field. You're gonna be cursed in the city, alright? Wherever you at, you Jake's at, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and what? You're gonna be cursed in the field, man, which the field is the world, like the scriptures say, man. So you could go anywhere you want. You can leave America all you want, because America is, the heat is the stronghold where Jake is cursed at. Alright? But you're gonna be cursed wherever you go. Like I said, the curse is gonna be on you like flies on shit. Excuse my language. Alright? You can't escape the curses, man. And really, a lot of people, and it's not just Jake leaving, there's a lot of people leaving. You got a lot of people disowning, their American citizenships, and they're trying to get citizenships in these other foreign countries, man. Alright, and a lot of these foreign countries, they're not having that shit, man. Alright? But Jake, you trying to escape the curses, man. Alright? Let me get this right quick. Let's get that Jeremiah 35. Alright? Then we're gonna go further. This Jeremiah 51:7. I get this a lot, but like I say, it's gonna keep coming out because it's what time it is now. Alright? Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon, which is speaking of America, had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. And you see, go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decades ago, I bet you even, because Jake, we've always been deprived and oppressed in America, wherever we've been. All right, but back then, it was still bad back then, but it's not getting as bad as it is now, though. And a lot of people see it, man. All right, because back then it was the so-called golden days, man. See, Jake, you had the breads and circuses, the sports was good, the music was good, all right? The women, they weren't as, indoctrinated by the serpent, aka Esau Edom's philosophies, like they are now. They weren't bugged out like they are now. Alright? So you were able to escape reality through these particular things. But now these things is drying up. That is becoming stale as hell. Alright? The dollars of music are being brought low. Alright? It's not working no more. So now you really have to see this place for what it is, man. And that's what's happened to a lot of people. That wine that they was made drunk off it's wearing off. Alright? That hangover is wearing off. Alright? It's back to, normal. It's back to seeing clearly now. Alright? And they don't like what they see. It says the nations have drunk enough of wine, therefore the nations are mad. Because these nations, they about to make a move on America, man. Alright? It's not just financial warfare. It's gonna get bad, man. Alright? Consider these nations got a target on America's back, man. After all the rape, robbing, and murder America did to these nations, man. And look at a lot of these foreign nations. A lot of these foreign, even South and Central America, man. Alright? Well, a lot of them are what Trump called, third world shitholes, because America's policies did that. America did that to these countries, man. They're going to want their lick back, man. They seen the same thing playing out for this country. But it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for it take bomb? Alright? We know bomb. I just get it in case somebody new just come across it. To Seri, it says a kind of balm solved as merchandise, as medicine. Alright, a healing agent. This place has no healing agent. They just passed a $900 stimulus package. Alright, where they extended, evictions to another to the end of January. Alright. They giving you people your $600. Now they saying that's being passed out prior tonight. Alright. And it was going to be $2,000, but your boy Mitch McConnell blocked it. Alright. So they're trying to heal this place as much as possible. Just throwing money at you people. Alright. Throwing money at you people while your business, okay, while you focused on another stimulus check, you got your face glued on another stimulus check. Right behind you, the business that you was working at, or business that you are going to need to work at when all this is over, this free money that they throwing on you is over, they gone. All right, you going to go there and it's going to what? The doors shall be shut in the streets, man. That's what's going to happen, man. All right. Like that video I did in Skid Row. I did a video on Skid Row, and it was downtown LA. And you had a lot of people moving and fleeing, downtown LA, which a lot of rich people live there. And as you walk down the street, it was homeless people lined block from block to block to block to block. It kept going. And what you notice, the stores were boarded up, and they were still boarded up. They never took the boards off those stores. All right? So what does that mean? Those businesses are gone. All right? This place can't be healed. This place is done. All right? We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. You see these heathens that came here and set up these bodegas up in New York. You got these different, Elam, you got Moab. Elam is a so-called East Indian. Moab is a so-called Chinese. You got all these other heathens that's in New York and elsewhere that have these bodegas, these corner stores. They're saying a lot of violence is happening at these bodegas. A lot of fights, a lot of robberies. People just coming in, which they've made that legal in San Francisco and in New York. People just doing it. I believe they made it legal in New York, but people are going into these bodegas and just taking food out there. All right, and they've made it to where, especially San Francisco, they can't get. It's not considered a crime. You basically just got to deal with it. So a lot of these heathens, you know what? I'm done. So a lot of them getting out the country, they're going back to their countries. And this is even Jake. You clearly seen that video. Jake, what Jake talking about? Let's go back to Africa. If Jake doesn't go to Africa, Jake goes down, South and Central America, because you got, which that's Israelites too, a lot of Israelites down there, Northern Kingdom. All right, which, the women, they not as, bugged out as you see in America, or trash as you see in America. All right, people ain't as bad. Like the dude said in the video, he ain't got a problem with the police as much. All right, so Jake is getting out of here, man. Okay, for her judgment reaches on the heaven, is lifted up even to the skies, and a lot of people don't understand that this is the judgment that Yahweh Shema Shah is getting ready to do to this place, man. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah power. And this is the work of Yahweh Shema Shah. He's using these elites, okay, to put in their minds that they setting up their new order, this great reset. All right, but really, the Most High is setting up his great reset right in the midst of it. All right, but you got Jake. You trying to flee, man. All right, where you going, Jake? Okay, you're not going to escape. Okay, the judgment that's coming down. Let's get that. All right. See, all you really had to do, we're going to see if I can find it, though. I'm trying to find the scripture that says, none said repent. I think it's Jeremiah 16, though. Deuteronomy. All right. Bear with me. Let me see. I think it's Jeremiah 6. Let me try Jeremiah 6. I forgot how it was worded. Oh man, I forgot to. Damn. Let me try Jeremiah 8. If I can't find it, know what I'm looking for. I just don't know how it's worded. Let's try one more time. There it is. All right. This is Jeremiah 8 and okay. I'm going to start at 3. All right. And it says, and death shall be chosen rather than life. All right. Because what's death? Okay. Let me get that. We're going to get that. Love, death. Let me get that. All right. We're going to come back. All right. This is Proverbs 8:36. It says, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. Let me just go to the whole chapter. All right. Bear with me. It's Proverbs 8 and 33. I start there. Hear instruction, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watches daily at my gates. Watching what? Watching for the second coming of Yahushua, man. All right? Watching for the prophecies, man. All right? Watching for the end of Esau's world. Waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord, man. If you seek the Lord now, you're going to obtain favor, man. All right? But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. And sin is what? The wages of death. All right? For the wages of sin is death. Salaki. All they that hate me love death. And 2/3 of you hate Yahweh by Shema Shah. All right? So going back, it's going to go into that. All right? Going back, Jeremiah 8:3. And death shall be chosen rather than life. Because Yahweh Shah is life, man. He is the way. All right? He is the truth. Okay? By all the residue of them that remain of this evil family. Speaking of our people. All right? Which remain in all the places where I have driven them, saith the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah of hosts. Moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah, shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? And the Lord's return unto us, man. His hand stretched out, man. For a period of time, what did the scripture say? We will dwell without an ephod, without a king. All right? And that's what's happened. We was just, under the curses. We was going through, what these heathen was doing to us. All right? We still going through it. But now, guess what? Yahweh Shema Shah is back in the picture, man. All right? But it says, why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit. They refuse to return, man. Let's go back to Africa, our homeland. That's not your homeland. All right? Does the scriptures say Jerusalem is the mother of us? Let me get that. Jerusalem is the mother of us all, man. All right? Let me get this real quick. Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, all right, which is above free, which is the mother of us all, man. All right, not Africa. Okay, now Africa is a beautiful land. Of course it is, but it's not our land, man. All right? That's that deceit Jake going to hold on to. All right, being Hamites, that's all deceit, man. And the main one is America, all right, is going to bounce back. That's deceit. All right? Esau, Edom, so-called white man, these heathen, your friends, that's deceit. All right? You want to hold on to that, but you refuse to return your Yahweh Shema Shah. You would do anything else outside your Yahweh Shema Shah, man. When it comes to Yahweh Shema Shah, you don't want to deal with that. All right? I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Everyone turned to his course as a horse rusheth into the battle. All right? So he's talking about the Jake in the video. Talking about the police there in Africa, in Ghana, which you do have Israelites still in Ghana. But he's talking about, well, I could be friends with the police over here, a lot of the particular things. He ain't got to worry about the violence like in America. You ain't got to worry about the violence like compared to over there. All right? But all those issues that he was talking about, that's all the curses that's falling upon us for our wickedness, for our rebellion. He's never talked about repenting Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? That's all of Jake, man. Jake never want to consider, all right, their actions, man. You see? What they always try to do is they try to go around, the curses. They try to go around the judgment, man. It's not going to work. All right? It says, yeah, the stork, okay, in the heaven know of her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. These are animals, man. All right, these are prey to certain predators out there. And Jake, you that prey, man. All right? And a lot of you, of mass majority, you don't understand, all right, what time it is. You don't understand what's getting ready to happen to you, man. All right, but my people know not the judgment of the Lord, and this is the judgment coming down from Yahweh Shema Shah for the wickedness of our people, man. All right, we're gonna get that. Okay, this ain't just something, coincidence. This ain't just happening randomly. No, we telling you that it's Yahweh Shema Shah that's doing this, man, for the wickedness that's been happening on this earth, man. Okay, you know what? Let me get that in the Apocrypha. All right. Then I'm gonna come back to that Jeremiah 30:7. All right. All right, the second Ezra. All right. Let's get to the point. Second Ezra 15:5. Behold, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah will bring plagues upon the world, man. Meaning what? You're not going to escape, man. You can't escape this judgment, man. All right. All these the famine is gonna go into it. The sword, all right, which we know the sword is mainly Psalm 17:13. The wicked Esau, Edom, he's the sword, man. All right, and you see him coming down with great wrath through just right now legislation, man. But he's physically gonna come, all right, with great wrath. Okay, soon, man. All right, but people also gonna be the sword, man. These people that's hungry, all right, these people that's pissed off, what's going on, they gonna be the sword, man. All right, famine. I was listening to radio yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Driving to the gig. But this was like 3 in the morning. You was listening in Afghanistan. You was listening to certain them Ishmaelites over there. All right, they was talking about how they can barely feed their kids, and they don't understand how this is just happening. Because Yahweh Shema Shah is doing it. That's why. All right. She had the lot of her kids telling them that their father's going to get them something to eat, and he don't even have the money to get them the funds to get them food, man. So they catching hell, them heathen, man. But this is the time the Lord's finna do you heathen for what you did to the apple of the Lord's eye, man. The Israelites, man. All right. It says death and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Wickedness is all over the earth, man. Why? Because the earth has been given into the hand of wicked, man. All right, these Edomites, man. This world, all right, is filled with wickedness. Really, all these Jake thinking, they could get out of America, and dwell, somewhere where it's less like America. They still somewhat like America. It's still set up like America. Those presidents that's in these different countries, they were set up by America, man. Why you think, what's his name? Maduro, that's his name. Is that his name? Maduro, I haven't said his name in a minute. The president of Venezuela, they used the Juan Guaido. That's his name. Juan Guaido. America trying to set up Juan Guaido and try to oust Maduro. All right, because they the ones that be setting the elites. I'll put it to you like that. They set up these presidents of these different countries, man. All right, so they could those presidents that they set up, those puppet leaders they set up. All right. Could benefit their needs, just like Obama. Obama was a puppet leader. Trump is a puppet leader, and Joe Biden's a puppet. They're all juiced in, man. All right. So really, Jake, wherever you try to flee to, it's not gonna work. All right. The same events that's fitting to play in America, because America's just gonna get the brunt of the judgment. Because this is the place where the Lord has a grudge against us, America. All right. But the whole world's gonna catch it, man. All right. And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. And what did he do? He sent the prophets out. All right, the video's going out. We warn you. Hey, you can't do that. The Most High don't like that. The Most High said you're supposed to do it like this. But what? People ain't going to listen. People's not going to listen. People going to do what they want to do. So this is what's coming down the pipe for you. All right? Actions are going to be weighed, man. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves, man. All right, you people that think, the way America's way of living, which is not living, is a death style. All right, you think this is normal? All America do and allows you to do is to practice wickedness 24/7, man. Everything is against Yahweh Shem Shah in this place, man. All right, and you people will try to justify, okay, living your so-called death styles, okay, your so-called lifestyle, which is a death style, and try to justify that this is okay. You know, when it clearly to Yahweh Shem Shah is not okay. All right. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry for unto me, and the souls of just complain continually, man. All right, just like Lot, okay, when he was in Sodom and Gomorrah, man, he was vexed with the conversation of the wicked daily, man. All right, it's the same thing with this place, man. This place is a mass vexation if you come into the truth, man. All right, you get tired of seeing, you know, the LGBTQ movement. All right, proud women. All right, Esau walking around like he's somebody. You know, knowing he's the basis of men according to scriptures, man. This place is annoying, man. All right? This place is annoying. All right? So the Lord is, he's fed up with this place, man. All right? And he's fed up with 2/3 of our people. All right? Because you've been smoking his nose, man. You've been warned. Okay? You had the doctor in Nashville, that Eve, you know, talking about, basically she took the shot, and her face, she had Bell's palsy. Her face was paralyzed on one side, and now she's regretting that she did that, man. All right, that's what it's going to be fitting to be with for a lot of you jakes, man. But this is Jeremiah 30:4, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. But thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, man. So you have these men like that dude there. All right, he's still gonna be in the shit, man. All right, he's probably terrified of what he's seeing in America, man. All right, and what he's gonna see. All right. So if that's a man that's gonna be terrified like that in these times, how much more you women, you know? But it says, Allah's for that day is great, so that none is like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble. This is what we're in, Jacob's trouble. And who is Jacob? It's you Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right? This you are going to be at the forefront of the destruction at this place, because let's get that. 1 Peter 4 and I think it's 17. All right. This is 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. Who's the house of the Most High? All right, Yahweh is you so-called, you Israelites, man. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American. You are the house of Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. All right, and what did he say? For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, man. Yahweh. All right. And if it first begin in us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh by Shema Shah? All right. But that's the thing, man. Judgment is going to begin with you. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble, man. All right. The Lord, he always did that. Let me get Amos 3 real quick. Okay. What did Amos 3 say? Amos 3 and 1. Hear this, the word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. All right. The Lord only know you Israelites, man. He don't know these other nations. When these other people outside of our nation talk about God, this, God, that. What God? They don't have a... Yahweh Shema Shah ain't their power. He our power, man. All right? All they have is what? The wood, the stone, you know. These images made by hands. That's all they got, man. All right? So when they do some sort of wickedness, that's why they don't really get judged for it like that. They get judged, but they don't really get judged like you Israelites get judged for, man. All right? Because the Lord's not dealing with them. All right? The law, statutes, commandments wasn't given to them. So it's not surprising that the Lord, you know, sees them do their wickedness, man. But he's still going to judge them, though. You know? It says, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities, man. All right? The Lord's going to be real quick to hop on you when you go off, man. And it's like now it's to the point Jake just so damn wicked that they don't give a damn, man. So now the Lord's finna to bounce on you, man. He's finna use, all right, these Edomites as he's been doing, all right. He gonna use them one last time, all right, and all these plagues to come with it, man. Well, I just read it in 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter, man. Okay, you're not gonna escape this judgment, man. All right. See that dude, he probably think he in a good case now. All right. He think he in a good case because he flew all the way to Ghana, you know, to Africa and Ghana, man. You ain't escaped nothing. They gonna get judged over there too. And them soldiers that they got over there, that them actual Hamite soldiers, or even some of them Israelite soldiers over there, they gonna be coming down on you people over there as well, man. You ain't escaping nothing. Nobody's escaping anything. All right. Even these elites, man. The scripture said that they gonna hide in the holes of the rocks. They're gonna be in space. They're gonna be hiding in the seas. They still ain't gonna escape. How much more you average peons out here, man? You average everyday people, man. All right. Let me see. It was one about the mountains. All right, hold on, bear with me. All right, you ain't escaping your Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, it's either you repent, all right, to your Yahweh Shema Shai, get right with your Yahweh Shema Shai, like the scriptures say, set thy house in order. It's either that, or you could choose to lean on to your own understanding, like the scriptures say not to do, or to lean on to your own understanding. You still gonna get destroyed, man. All right. Trying to find that scripture where it said they shall hide in the mountains. And damn, app froze up. Bear with me. You ain't escaping. Especially Jake. You've been showing off. Alright. As his word been going on, you've been showing off, man. Playing around. Saying what you want to say. Having an opinion towards your Yahweh Shema Shah. Alright? You don't think it's a judgment that's gonna come down for that? You Edomites, you've been boasting. Alright, your achievements was really Yahweh Shema Shah, okay, exalting you. Alright? You blaspheme the Lord, you blaspheme the Israelites. Alright? You plotting against the Israelites, so everybody's gonna be judged, man. You got a righteous reward, you got a wicked reward, man. Alright? Everybody gonna receive their reward real soon. Bear with me. There was one where it said, they should be in the mountains. They should hide in the mountains. But this is actually what I want. But it's another one. I'll probably just read this. Alright. He probably had Jake over there. He probably think and not just him, it's just many people like him, man. These people that thought, I got out the city because the city is declining now, crime going up. I got out of it. I had the money to get out of here. I had the money to create a bunker. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra 16:20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right, they're not paying attention to the prophecies. All right, especially Jake. Jake not concerned with that. Jake concerned all folly, man. Behold, victuals, which is food, clothing, resources, shall be so good cheap upon earth. All right, because you could still go to the store. You could still get you a 2 for $5. A 5 for 10. Go to McDonald's, get you even though you can't go inside McDonald's, you can still go through a drive-thru, get you a Big Mac. All this madness, man. You still think you good, man. That they should think themselves to be in the good case. You probably fled just like these people did. Probably got out of a particular location that was starting to get bad. You settle in this desert. The temperature's nice. You sitting there with your tea sipping. Feet kicked up. All right. That they shall think themselves to be in the good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, man. Now it's them $600 stimulus checks, which people are pissed off at the amount that they're receiving. $600 is not going to do them any good, but it's still, $600, man. $600 compared to zero money is something, right? So it's a lot of people, bouncing up down. Yeah, we getting more money. They about to go blow it at Walmart. Well, as you doing that, your business is still shutting down. Jobs is decreasing day by day. All right. And the timing for all this goofy shit that they got put up, these moratoriums, is running out, man. It's only going to be for so long that they can keep, like I said, kick the can down the road, man. All right? They printing so much money, it's devaluing the currency. So the currency is being devalued, so you're going to be paying more, all right, for a lot of stuff that you were paying less for before, man. But people don't understand that. People look at the right now. That's what a lot of Americans do. They look at the right now. They don't pay attention to, what's going to happen, real soon, and the consequences of doing all these things. But here's the point. All right, so these people think they're in a good case. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth, Salaki, I thought I seen somebody. It says, but for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, all right, and the other that escape the hunger. So you do escape the famine, aka these doomsday preppers, all right, because these doomsday preppers, they proud, man. Well, I got all my preparation. I've been prepping. I seen the comment boards, people talking about I've been prepping, for some people been saying they've been prepping for 20, 30 years, man. All right. So they think, well, I'm good on that situation. All right, but wait a minute. 2 Ezra 16th chapter said that the Markham troops that they're gonna be sending, they're gonna be casting you out your houses and spoiling your goods, man. So all that prepping was for nothing, man. They also put a law, which I'm gonna look that up. It's a law where you can't prep. They could come and possess all that. They don't allow you to prep. But it says, let me pick up. It says, and the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right. That's Esau, man. Okay, the martial law troops. And these other people, what does the scripture say? They shall take matters into their own hands, carrying swords in their hands. All right. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy, his houses. Man, spoil his goods, man, as well. I kind of butchered it, but that's what's going to be happening, man. All right. If somebody see you got it, all right. Somebody see you you carrying a handful of groceries out of the store, they gonna take that, man. And you see that in these games that they make, like The Division. All right, you got the what else? Movies like The Road, Mad Max, Cyborg with John Clef Van Damme. There's a lot of movies, a lot of post-apocalyptic movies that Hollywood has created, man, because they know this is what's coming. They know Esau knows this is the end of his world, man. This is how his world's gonna go out. All right. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, because they're not going to be buried, man. You're just going to see tons and tons and tons of dead bodies on the streets, man. All right? That's what you're going to be seeing out here, man. And it's going to take a strong spirit. Yahweh Ratazah, the Lord put that on me, to see all this and be all right. But Job, the 5th chapter says this. All right? For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, man. So it says the earth shall be wasted, man. Meaning what? You're not going to escape, man. All right, ain't gonna be nowhere you could go, okay, to escape what's finna to happen, man. The only escape route is through Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shah. We're gonna get that. All right. There shall be no man left to till the ground, till the earth, and sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall be ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. So you're gonna have a shortage of men, because you gotta understand, it's gonna go into it. Let me just keep going. So that One man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. That's how many people are about to die, man. All right? You talking about the same power, Yahweh, that flooded the earth, man. He flooded the earth and only saved Noah, man. 8 souls, man, like it says in the book of Hebrews, man. All right? He flooded everybody outside of Noah, because Noah, what Noah represented at the time was what? He represented the elect at that time. All right? You had Lot, okay? He represented the elect, okay, when it came to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Everybody in Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed with that place. You see? It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be as sure as men. That's why I say in Jeremiah, what I read in Jeremiah 30, in 6, a man's hand should be on his wounds and pains as a woman. A lot of them going to die, man. These offsets, you already see what the Lord doing to these rappers, man. A lot of dudes like that, a lot of our people that's like these rappers, they're going to die, man. All right? The Lord bumping them off. Another this was a Issacharite. I don't know what his name is. I never heard of him, but his name is, I think it's L.A. Block, some shit like that. He just got killed. So you clearly know something from on high is doing this, man. You just randomly, coming in 2020, you randomly have straight rappers and celebrities just getting put to death. Or dying, in some sort of calamity, man. It's Yahweh Shem Shah doing that. It says, for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, man, which shall hide themselves in thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks and the bunkers. All right? That's how bad it's going to get. As in the arch of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. And you got people saying, don't rely on the grocery store. Plant your own garden, which that's not a bad idea. But what good is planting a garden going to do? All right. If you got bands of people that haven't ate in days, if not weeks, so these people don't know how to fast. All right. These people do not know how to. These people eat every single day, man. All right. That's why it's best, like the scriptures say, to fast, man. To practice that, man. Because it's gonna come a time, where you're not gonna be able to eat for a few days, especially when they make this shot mandatory. All right. If you don't take the shot, and then eventually it's gonna lead to the chip. All right. What does the scripture say? And a man in Revelation the 13th chapter. A man may not buy or sell save he that had the mark, man. You're not going to be able to do anything. Basically, you're going to be off the grid, man. All right? That goes for myself first and foremost. A lot of people, the reason what's going to make them take that, because they like that commercial. I want my money and I want it now. I need my money, I need it now. However it went. You see? Same thing for food, man. I'm hungry and I want to eat right now. That's how these people are. That's why they're going to fold, man. Even so, in the days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. You see, I Am Legend, how he was going through, I believe he was in New York, but he was in the Manhattan borough, if I'm not mistaken, of New York. And he was just walking through the city. You had, all these stores you see now, they're all well kept. You don't see grass or roots growing out of them. Well, that's going to happen, man. It's going to look apocalyptic, man. Like that movie I said earlier, Cyborg, man. Watch that. All right, that starts off in New York. All right? And he was in the city of New York, and it was trash, and the buildings was collapsed. All right, it just looked a mess. All right, it looked, America was defacing these movies, man. That's what it's going to look like, man. All right? You still got the Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. They cutting the grass. They keeping the grass, nice and well kept, making it look decent. That's going to be over with, man. All right? Like I said in I did a video. America, the world really, is going to be a ghetto, man. All right? One huge ghetto, man. The ghettos that Jake live in, that's what America and the world is going to be like. Especially America. America's going to be one huge ghetto. Especially where you Edomites dwell at. You Edomites, you proud-ass Edomites in your mansions with the gated, the gates out front. You got to type a code in just to get inside. Your private security. That's going to be over with, man. All right? That's why a lot of them are buying those guns up. That's why a lot of them are prepping. They know that. Here's why it's going to be desolate men. This is the 33rd verse. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. These women, man. All right? All these women that you see out here, a lot of them are actually single, man. All right, and it's due to Esau, giving them that serpent. He's the serpent, feeding them that fruit of lies, man. Telling them that they're gods, telling them they could lay down with all types of men. All right, look at this state of these women, man. Nobody wants. That's why you have what they call the MGTOW movement, which is men go their own way. All right, you have that because they don't want to deal with these women, man. You get with a woman, you marry her. All right, 2-3 years later, she divorces you, and she could take everything you have, man. Whether it's your kids, your money, your house, your car, whatever, man. All right, men ain't trying to put up with that. So you have a lot of single women out here. All right, and what is their where is their haven, man? Where's the safe haven for these women? Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans. All right, that's gonna be done away with, man. So that being done away with, that by itself being done away with, all right, a lot of them going more, man, because that's their safe haven, man. All right, you had Taraji P. Henson. She had came out and said when this place when the first lockdown happened, she would for the 2 days she was thinking about killing herself. She had purchased a gun. She was thinking about blowing her brains out. All right, because this is their safe haven, man. This is the women's power structure, just as Esau's power structure, man. All right, they tag team. You see? But he's going down, so as he goes down, what? You go down, Eve. They that be joining him shall fall through be thrust through with the sword, man. All right? Having no bridegrooms, because why? A lot of them are going to be shipped off to World War III, because that's coming. All right? What do you think World War II happened? What happened during the time of World War II? You had the Great Depression, man. And we are now what they call the worst depression that America or the world has ever seen before. All right? We are now in that, man. It's building up. It's that, like I say, it's that snowball effect. All right? The snowball rolls down the hill. It starts off real small. And as it keeps going and going and going, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you can't stop it. And that's what's happening right now. All right? A lot of these men, they're going to be shipped off to World War III, man. And a lot of them not coming back because this prophecy that everybody that goes over to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, they're going to die, man. All right, so many of them going to die that their blood is going to be covered in cover the mountains, it said. No, they shall be dung. All right, a lot of them going to die. And you're going to have the race wars that play out over here. All right, you're going to have food wars. You're going to have class wars. All right, all types of gangs. A lot of them going to die in that, man. All right. It says the woman shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers, man. All right. And you know what goes down with that scenario. All right. He that gave a wife gave for possession. And where there no hedges, that possession is spoiled. You see? A lot of you ain't going to have no hedge. All right. Due to your what? Due to your mindset. All right. I could be bowed by myself. This independent mindset you have. All right. You're going to see that was a lie this whole entire time, man. When all hell breaks loose and this government completely collapses, you women, all right, women, children, all right, and elderly, you are the main targets of that, man. All right. What do you think survival of the fittest is? The strong prey on the weak. And you're going to be the main thing that these people look, these men that's been deprived, you know, of women, especially men that's been locked up due to women putting them on child support, you know, locked up because they killed somebody else over a particular woman. They gonna get out, and the first thing they gonna look for is you women, man. You know, because these prisoners will be released, man. All right, when this whole C-19 thing started, all right, they started releasing prisoners because they didn't want it to spread, you know, in it was spreading the so-called spreading in the prison, so they started releasing them, man. You wait till they can't keep these prisons up no more, and these people just start leaving out of here. It's game over for you women. All right, that's why it says a man should be more pressed than fine gold in that time. It's talking about a man of the Lord, man. All right, but anyway, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. No food, man. All right. I'm trying to see if I want to keep going. All right. I'll keep going. This whole chapter is basically what we're in right now. What we're getting into, right? What we're coming into, or we're already in, is just building up right now. All right. This is 35. Hear now this Salaki. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Us that's in the truth. Behold the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. All right. It's to the point now where everybody's feeling it now. Nobody can say, oh, that's not going to happen. That's over with, man. It's happening. And you are in the midst of prophecy. That's one thing about prophecy. You could scoff at it. You could say it's not real. All right. You could fan your hand at it. But eventually, we are all bound to prophecy. Esau, what he's doing, that's prophecy. All right. What I'm doing is prophecy. What you 2/3 doing with your folly is prophecy. All of us are bound to the Lord's movie, to Yahweh Shema Shah's movie, regardless of how we feel or what we think. All right. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringing forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains could pass her womb, which pains when the child coming forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And that's what's happening right now. All right. What are they calling it? A global pandemic. All right. And what's happening in this global pandemic? People are losing jobs. People are losing everything. All right. So, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, because this is a battle. Who is a battle between? It's a battle between the house of David and the elites. Esau versus Jacob, because that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. It's Esau versus Jacob, man. It's always been about Esau and Jacob. The Edomites, so-called white man, which is Edom. Esau is Edom, like it says in Genesis 36 and 8. All right. They are the Edomites, and you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are, and those are our people that look like the heathen. You're Jacob, man. And this is why this whole, what Esau created, the black and white, controversy has been going on forever. All right. Well, not forever, but since, America's been founded. All right. This is why the world's watching it. The world's literally watching it. You got Ishmaelites asking, what's going on between you and those white people over there? All right. It's because it's Jacob versus Esau, man. It's the good, all right, versus the evil. They're the evil, we're the good, man. All right. So this is a battle, man. And they've been at war with you tribes ever since, man. The crack epidemic, now the Tuskegee experiment, the slavery. Slavery is an act of war. All right. That's an act of war, man. And he put a whole nation of people in slavery. That's an act of war. And Jake don't get that. You don't get that you at war with these people. You think because these people give you a job, a car, you sell out to them, they give you a few crumbs, that they not at war with you, man. They are at war with you. All right? And then those evils be even as pilgrims, which a pilgrim, if you're going to, is a foreigner, man. All right? Because we here, we still got to work. We still got to pay certain, pay bills. Still got to, do certain things. All right? But to have your mind, attached to this system, that's what it's really going into. All right? It tells you not to have it. You have to be as a pilgrim. You have to be ready. All right? For when that day come, how it breaks loose, you ready to move, man. All right? What's going to make it hard for 2/3, the reason why 2/3 is going to do, whatever they can do, like take the vaccine and take the chip, because they're spiritually attached to this place. All right? That's what's going to get them destroyed, man. We're here physically, all right, but spiritually, we're not here. All right? Spiritually, we're about this. 2/3, they're spiritually attached to here. They're spiritually in America. Just like that dude that went to Ghana, man. Many like him, man. All right? He might not be in America, but he's still attached to this system, man. All right? Because it's not just about America. This system, period. All right? Esau's system is all over the world, man. He has the earth in his dominion right now. All right? He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. He that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children. And they that marry not as widowers. All right? And therefore, they that labor in vain, man. Jake laboring, for retirement, 401k, you know, trying to save up to buy their own house. All right, all that's in vain, man, because this place gonna be destroyed, man. It's not gonna matter, man. You see, you might have it for a time being, but you gotta have in your mind that you're gonna have to lose that. All right. The scriptures say, "He that loses life shall gain it, and he that gain his life shall lose it," man. All right. It's not just you actually losing your life, which that will happen to some, you know, men in truth. But speaking of, you know, what you got going on in this system, you see, for strangers, all right, these people shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get no children. All right, shall they get children? Salaki. So it's gonna get so bad out here that people are gonna be holding. If you got kids, all right, these people that got kids, all right, you're going to have people hold your kids for ransom. You know, probably for food, all right, for whatever you got, they're going to hold your child for ransom. You seen that in The Road. That scene where they was in the woods and this whole this gang, they pulled up. They had guns on them. And the dude he took a leap in the woods, and the father held him hostage. You know? And he was about to call for help by his buddies, but he stopped him. And then the dude pulled a knife out of his ankle area. He had a knife in his shoe, and he pulled it out. And then he had his son. He had put the knife to his son. That's really gonna start happening, man. All right. Oh, Salakia. The chick pulled up. And that's what's gonna happen. Okay? People gonna get grimy out here. It's already grimy, but these people are gonna go overboard with it. Alright? It says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, man. The more will I be angry with them for their sins, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Alright? So you thinking you just gonna escape, okay, from the judgment, but you still haven't repented. I'm speaking to you Israelites out there that's doing this on this mindset. Alright? You pissing the Lord off, man. Alright? Because you still trying to go in some other way, man. And the scripture say, he that goeth in some other way is a thief and a robber, man. Alright? If you trying to go around Yahweh Shema Shah, alright, you pissing the Lord off, he can go destroy you for that. Alright? Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall the righteousness hate iniquity. And we hate iniquity, man. This play is all about that. When she decketh herself and shall accuse her to her face, when he cometh, that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth. Okay? And therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken out of the earth. Why is iniquity going to be taken out of the earth? Because America's going to be destroyed. This system is going to be destroyed. All right? And righteousness shall reign among you, because the kingdom of heaven, okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to be set up, man. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. He's coming to set, all right, the kingdom of heaven, okay, on the planet earth, and it's going to be in heaven as well. All right? But it says, let not the sinner say that he have not sinned, for Yahweh shall burn coals of fire upon his head. That's literally going to happen. All right? The missiles that's going to be coming, the chariots, they're going to be shooting lasers out. All right? Was said before the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, in his glory I have not sinned. Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts, which spake but the word, let the earth be made, it was made, let the heaven be made, it was created. All right? But the Lord knows your thoughts, man. The Lord knows, all right, you could be thinking in your head, you know, okay, something about to happen here, so I'm going to move here, I'm going to put a bunker, you know, in this area. Ain't nobody in this area. But the Lord knows what you're going to do, so the Lord will have it set up to where you get nowhere. You could be out, mind your business, all hell could just break loose instantly. And you wasn't expecting. You will be nowhere near that bunker. All right? That's how the Lord going to get down, man. A lot of these people that think they got everything mapped out, the Lord knows what they got mapped out. And he's going to make it to where they're nowhere near, okay, their bug out spots. All right? That's what he's going to do. Because if you're, let me see if I can find something real quick. Because this is about the elect, man. It's about the Lord's remnant. It's about the 1/3, man. Alright? I'll be going on for an hour and 20 minutes. You know, these lessons I've been doing been getting long, man. It's a spirit. But I'm looking for that scripture where, because it's all about the elect. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 9:20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spirit the world, and behold, there was... Oh, I read that. Slakia. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. We're the Israelites, we're that great people, but within that great people, he has a remnant. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect, man. All right. So if you outside of the elect, okay, you're going to perish, man, regardless of what you do. You could prep. You could have all the weapons. You could have, what, hundreds of weapons, all you want. You could have a bug out station, you know. You could be with a gang. If you're not of the Lord's elect, if you're not of his chosen,